Okay, I do see somebody. Okay, I was wondering. My YouTube was giving me some funny stuff here. Hey, John. Hey, Mike. Hope you and Steffi are doing well. Hey, Pat. Hey, Luke. Hey, Steve. Thank you for showing up. And Luke, I got your package today, buddy. Thank you, sir. And I'll get your package in the mail tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to get anybody's mail tonight. Hey, Dennis. Thank you for showing up, buddy. Hey there, Steven. Hope you and Jamie doing well after I just talked to you like 10, 15 minutes ago. Hey, Ed. Thank you for showing up. Hey, Mike. I'm here. I'm down below where I can actually see the chat a little closer. Hey, Patrick. Thank you again, buddy. All right, will do, man. No, thank you. I always appreciate when you send me surprise boxes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I don't know if you guys read the description of the show tonight. I may be boring people to death, but I get a lot of people asking me all the time to show off the cars in the hall or show off parts of my collection. And the way that the table's set up in the room, I can kind of move the camera around and do some stuff. But as far as in the hallway, I literally have to move everything out here. So this is a chance to actually see. These are the two cases that I had purchased before my dad passed, and I just hadn't had time to get them up. I finally got them up. I Novus'd all the cars, got them all cleaned up again. I mean, they were already done. Pulled them out of the cases in there and put them all here. So this is every non-carded TYCO stock car that I have right here. Hey, Mark. Hey, Rich. Hey, Kevin W. And so whenever I was cleaning them, I was literally just pulling them out, sticking them on a piece of track, and then I'd go in the living room, have something on the TV, and literally just sit there and polish cars, finish them, and then I'd stick them up here and then keep going. So they're kind of organized, but they're kind of not. And so I figured, well, while I'm getting them organized, I might show them off and kill a couple of birds with one stone, show off all the different cars that I have. And as you guys may or may not know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, A, thank you. And B, hopefully you want to subscribe and want to become a channel member. But let me, show you some good content first. But anyway, this Saturday night, I've got the auction. And there, as you can see, there's a few rows that have some duplicates. So one of those obviously is going to be taken out. But if my math is correct, I'll probably end up somewhere between 120 and 130 between the two cases. So oh, nice, Dennis. That's always cool. Hey, Bob, I was watching you do some practice laps, and I was today, and I heard you saying while I was in here trying to get stuff set up, I had it on the TV in the game, in the man cave, and I heard you mentioning that some of them will have to go back to the parking lot. Hey, there's Adam. Hope everything went well at Alex's school. And I know I spoke to Steven with Rooster Racing whenever I called the first time after I got off work. Him and Jamie were on the way to see their daughter. So everybody's got the family stuff going on. And you guys know how I feel about family. Hey, there's Jimbo. Hey, Jim, thanks for showing up, man. Wow, man, 33 people on a Monday night. And I haven't, what's ironic is that I haven't been on a Monday night show. And this is exactly almost 2 months to the day. The 16th of June was the last Monday night slot cars that I'd done. And now here we are, August the 16th. So kind of crazy. Hey, Melody and Tony, thank you guys for showing up tonight. Hey, dude. Yeah. Dude, no, I'm glad to see everybody show up, man. I know that my collection of TYCO stock cars is nothing compared to Rich's, and it's probably nothing compared to G-Bud's. But I do collect all the makes of cars and not just TYCO. But I do have a quite significant collection of TYCO cars. But like I said, so when it's all said and done, I'm going to rearrange. And that's where I was going to come in and see if anybody wanted to try to help me out with the TYCO guide. Because some of these older cars are actually can be paired for set cars. And so that was what my plan was, is to put the older set cars side by side and then work my way down to whatever other older body style stock cars that I had. And then here, I'll move over on this side. From about here to here is just nothing but Thunderbirds, or Thunderbirds. And then from there to there, oh, is it showing up? Yeah, there I am. Okay. I can't see what you guys are seeing. So from there to there, there to there is the Days of Thunder cars that I have. And so obviously, like one of these Thunderbirds there, one of those Thunderbirds there is gonna be auctioned off. Hey Keith, thanks for showing up. Hey Jamie. Patrick, that's exactly what I was mentioning to Adam today. Is I did not realize whenever I'd filled up all my cases, I started putting cars on top of the cases like this, and that's what you see on top of the Hot Wheels cases whenever I'm doing whenever I have the camera set up before I do my SLOTCAR Saturday Night Live show. And so I just steadily, as I collected cars, I just stuck them up there saying, oh, I need to get a case. Oh, I need to get a case. Oh, I need a case. Well, I finally got 2 cases, and I thought that I was good to go. Apparently, I need to go back to school and learn how to count because I'm way off. Long story short, whatever's left over here, I've got overflow TYCO F1 cars that will fill it up. And so these 2 cases will be completely full. And I did a quick count of the cars that still need to be put into the case. And I've got enough cars to fill another 2 more of these cases. So to answer your question, I'm somewhere getting close to over 2,000. Oh, wow, 36 people. Thanks, all 36 people showed up. Like I said, I didn't expect a big crowd because it's been almost, like I said, 2 months to the day since the last time I've been on. So that's crazy. Yeah, no, Jim, that's what I was explaining to Adam. What you guys can't see is, okay, so is this the door? Okay, so this is like my bedroom door. And I just haven't got the command strips to put them on yet. But I've got 11 more cars to go right here. So that's 2 more rows and then 1 row of 3. And then as you can see, this door is completely filled up and as low as I want to go with it. And I think there's like, let's count. 6, 7, 23 cars on that door. And then obviously we got all the way around. Hey, Rick, thank you for showing up, buddy. Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing, Rick. Whenever I was cleaning the cars, if you remember during the auction, I sold a couple of here. I'll move over here. I sold a couple of the other bigger Thunderbirds. I think I already sold one of these 2. But anyway, so one of those is going to be going away, and then that'll thin those out. One of the collectors' 25th anniversary edition Buicks, I'll be putting it up for auction. You know, I have a, yeah, no, I don't either. I already sold it. Okay, never mind. But anyway, so you get the idea. I'm thinning out cars. And then, Rick, while you're here, you would ask me about the cars that were packaged with tires. and I can move the camera angle up, and I can show you this wall right here, right above, the Davy Allison, the Alan Kowicki, and I don't know, I think that's Ayrton Senna, or maybe Alan Prost, the shell car that's up there, and then the Pennzoil car here. They all have tires with them. Yeah. Hey, Dale. Thank you, sir. Yeah. This Saturday night, I'm going to be wearing SBS slot cars, those snug bugs. Here, let's. I've got one of those, Keith. Sorry, the camera moves a little slower when I'm having to go through YouTube. Let's see here. Oh wow, new in the tube. I don't have mine. Mine's not like that. You got me beat there. I know I'm focusing in on just a part of the wall, but I can only do one thing at a time with it on YouTube. So give me a second here. I'm moving up. There we go. So there's the Davy Allison car that I was talking about. There's Alan Kowicki, and they have the tires in them. There's the Alan Prost or Ayrton Senna that has it. There's the Pennzoil. I've got the one of the two Miller F1 cars that has tires. And then there's my Al Unser Jr. car that's on this wall over here. You couldn't even see that. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for showing up. And let's see how far I can move the angle of the camera over before it runs into the corner. Hey, Paul, thank you for showing up, buddy. I don't know how the sound sounds, but I'm not trying to yell. It's just I'm in the hallway and. Oh, cool. Thank you, Jim. Oh, see, there we go. So we hit it. Neon grippers. Yes, sir, Patrick. So as you can see there, the 440 X2 go all the way around. This is the bedroom door, and they go all the way to the edge of the hallway where the kitchen wall is. And then on this wall over here, after it rounds the corner, they're TYCO HP7s. So I can swing the camera around there and show you guys real quick. Nice, Keith. Yeah, no. Let's see here. So I'll try to go from, I'll go the opposite direction I went the last time. I don't know how well it's going to turn out because you can see the angle that we're at. But so there you go. And that AFX wall that you see there, that's actually the next wall that's getting the two cases. So I've been actually taking those down. And gotta make room. Hey Don, thanks for showing up, man. No, you're good, Don. I was wondering what that was all together for. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, you guys want to see the other side? Thank you. Let's see here. Let's I'll show you the HP7s and then we'll get started. There's my nice air vent I need to clean. So there you go. There's my 2 lighted HP7s and my 3 HP7 Porsche 962s. And then the wall I can't show you is the one I'm pointing at right here that goes into the opposite of the bathroom door is the twin packs, the TYCOs, not the twin packs, the cars and crews of the F1 and the stock cars. And then I've got the competition pack, twin pack Mustang that Adam got me, along with the blue Mustang that Adam got me. And then the white Mustang is the one that Paul got me. And so those are on one shelf. Yeah. Oh, I'm mentally touched. Yes. Yeah. It's scary to think if I had a bigger wallet, what this place would look like. So yeah, I've got enough cars for 2 more cases, which means those are going to go where you saw those AFX cars. And if you're wondering why I offset the cases instead of putting them in the middle, it's so that I could put another row of cars this way. And my dog, if you remember when she was sick, when she was wearing the cone, she killed the LED controller for this strip. So I've got new ones I need to put in there. So yeah, that's why you don't see anything lit up there. So yeah, there'll be another row of cars there. Just build more walls. Hey, Randy, thanks for showing up. Wow, man, guys, thank you everybody for showing up tonight. Like I said, I honestly thought it would be so boring that no one would want to show up. That just tells me that there's really nothing on TV tonight. But I do appreciate you guys keeping me company, because unless I have the motivation to do these, they're probably going to stay right where they were. So I'm going to grab my TYCO book, unless Jim or Rich or somebody wants to help me out. And then I'm going to pull off the older ones that are part of, I believe, of sets. I know a couple of them right off the bat, but there's others that I'm kind of foggy on. And then that way I can put the set cars starting up there. And then once all the set cars are out of the way, then I'll work my way down to just the older body styles like the Grand Prix and the Luminas and the Buicks here, the Regals. And then I'll start my Thunderbirds. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put the big Thunderbirds on the bottom part, so they're going to swap. And then that way the Days of Thunder cars can start working their way into the new modern stock cars that are down there. Hey, Andy. Yeah. The oldest car I have is probably around a 70. But I do have a couple of T-Jets. I just don't know how old they are. So late 60s, early 70s would be the oldest I have. So to give you an example of what I'm trying to do, so like when Jamie and Steven and hopefully Rick when they can come visit, and then Zim, he can come over too. They'll be a little more organized. won't give me a hard time about having my cars all mixed up. Oh, thank you. I love this hobby. Like I said, I mean, I'm a car guy, and then but it's the people that really get you going and keep you in it. And then you know, somebody like me shows you something that you didn't even know existed, and then I see something that somebody else shows that I didn't know existed, and then it just sparks more interest. And that's the whole thing, is I'm trying to light that fire, so to speak. So to give you an example, like here, let me get up here. There you go. So you see, sorry, Rick, I'm bending your new book. That petty there, and I can't remember the driver of that car there, but anyway, both of those people there, that's a set. I try to make people feel good about spending money on their slot cars when they say, "Oh, I've got too many." All you have to do is look at just one of my walls, and you feel great about yourself. Yeah, Brian, there's several people that have offered to do that. Maybe Kale. Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to look at it real quick and see. Thank you, Del, and see if it even mentioned it. No, just says with and without sponsor decals. So I'll give you an example of those Buicks, because a lot of people assume that they're looking at the same car over and over again on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever. But the ones that I was showing you were the ones that I was talking about set, and there's the difference. The set car doesn't have the S mark on the back. Good, Paul. I'm here to help, buddy. No, it makes me sad because I'll never catch up. We all need to go to rehab. I already know I'm certified, so I don't want to be institutionalized too. So anyway, if you're wondering what I'm trying to do, is so I'm going to try to find the number 27, which I believe is this one. So as an example, so there's those two would be set cars. Here, I'll show you the difference. And then I think that's here it is. I guess it helps. I'll put it. I don't know that I'm going to get through all these cars tonight at this pace, but at least you guys are seeing something a little different on the show. And if you don't know anything about this, hopefully I'm spreading a little knowledge. So once again, so these are the cars right here that you could have bought in like the blister packs or stuff like that. These are the two that came in the set, and you can see why. Is these are what they called cost cutter, cost saver cars, and so they didn't have all the sponsors and stuff like that on. So these two came specifically in a set, and that's what they're talking about there. And it came with that sticker. Oop, about lost it. And it came with that sticker pack right there. I'll try to get that glare out there. It came with that sticker pack, so you could put water slide stickers on both those cars in the track set. Well, obviously, I don't have the track set, but I do have the cars. Hey, Tommy, thank you for showing up. So as an example, I would be trying to put those two next to each other. So let's just go ahead and do that now. And then I'll show you some of the other, because there's a couple other petties that are set cars too. So, and just a tip that I like to do is I always like to put the lighter colored cars in the corner. I don't know. I just think that way because the corners seem to be the hardest spot to see any of the cars. If they're darker colored, especially if they're black, doesn't even look like there's anything in there, unless you can just see the three or something like that. Okay, so there's one row of set cars of 4, so I need to put 2 more in there, so there's got to be another set here somewhere. What is it? It's this one. This one. Oh no, it's not that one. Yeah, dude. One has the blue number 88 on the roof, and another one has the black, I believe, unless I may have screwed up and I may only have all blue ones. But two of them are set cars, so they need to go with a couple of other cars that are up here. No problem, Tommy. Like I said, I'm here to help. Wow, 52 people on a Monday night. I think that's going to set a new record. So here, I'm waiting. So does anybody have their TYCO Bible out? Can they help me out with some of the other petty set cars? I know that's a twin pack. I'm almost positive one of these is with one of those Buicks in the Super Stalker set. Yeah. Well, it's like I pointed out to Adam, Paul. If you noticed, I've been selling a lot of my personal cars of overstock, or extras or break glass in case of emergency. And so far to date, since we started doing the auction in those 5 weeks, I've sold 30 of my personal cars, and I can't even tell that they're gone. So here, I'll show you a couple of cool. So if you see in the book about the Grand Prix, here, I'll move those. We've already seen those. So if you see in the book about the Grand Prix, they say one without air dam and one with air dam. Well, that's what they're referring to. So there's the difference in those two. And then this is the black grill arrow nose. That's how you can tell it's a little different. Oh yeah, me too, Luke. That's why I've been trying to get all the different variations of the petty, but they start getting pretty pricey at a point. I can't remember which one it is, so I think I'm just going to go for broke and put one of those in there. What was it? Okay, well, I'm not going to keep us here forever. I'm just going to go ahead and put another Buick up there with the, that ain't right. I don't know. There's another car that went with this one, but I don't know which one it is. Maybe it was the Earnhardt, so we'll put the Earnhardt in there because that's the set only Earnhardt. I think that's what it was. So living by my rule, keep the lighter car in the corner. I believe this is the set Earnhardt that came in that Super Stalker set, that petty. But if someone's watching this and can correct me before I move on, that'd be awesome. But if not, no biggie. Okay, so got those two out of the way. Okay, so I know this petty Oldsmobile goes with one of these petty Oldsmobiles. And it should have white wheels on a 440. Yep. And so those two cars right there are set cars. So it looks like we're going to be doing good to get through the old cars. Oh no, you're good, Jim. It's just whenever you look at the description, it'll say set or or whatever the name of the set was. Yeah, no, it's difficult to pick out the set cars, and if I can't figure them out, then I'm just going to make my own sets. There they are. Yeah, I think I got all black ones. So here's what I'm talking about. The difference. There's two different Monroe Buicks. It's the stripes and the number. The 88 is either blue or black, and it looks like I need to get a black one or a blue one. I can't tell. The only way I'm going to be able to tell is if I get the other color. Yeah, there's about 300 in the hallway. And here, I just realized I had done that. So that ought to help you guys see a little bit closer of what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I forgot I'd set that up. Now, the real trick is these Buicks are really long, is to see if I can fit another car in there without going sideways. Yeah, that's the problem with the longer ones. Because I want to keep it at 6 per row. That way it makes me doing the math easier for my simple little brain in the calculator. There we go. No problem, Paul. Yeah, no, it's not easy on the fly. It's like I said, it's just a lot of me studying that book. Like I said, I look at this catalog as this is like a modern day adult slot car collector's Christmas catalog. The only difference is they don't make the cars anymore. All right, so I think we need to see, and I know one of these. I think this is Buddy Baker. I know one of these is this. I think it goes with this bad boy. So that's where it's going to go. And that's a twin pack only. So I may end up just putting it with the other Super Birds or Chargers. Yes, Anthony. Both these cases were on sale for $90 a couple months ago, and that's when I got it. I'll try to get the link to Amazon and stick it in the description of this video if anybody's interested. There's two cases that I buy off Amazon. This one holds 72 if you do 6 cars, 12 rows, and then there's another one that does 48 cars. Obviously, I went with the bigger one, so I didn't have to keep buying cases. I'm proud of my little Plymouth here. I like that one. And the reason why I'm so proud of it is because it's got all those water slide stickers still on it. Okay, there we go. That worked. $45. Nice. Thank you for the offer. I do appreciate it, but that's the only one of those that I have. So yeah, no, it's not part of the duplicate. I gotta sell. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down the rest of the what I call older body style non-Ford Thunderbirds and see what we got left. Because I see, like I said, one of those 25th anniversaries is going to get sold eventually. Oh, and I can show you guys a zero car. If you guys are ever wondering. So the slot car scaling system is 0 to 5. 0 is what they call, they don't even know if it was produced. A 1 is very rare. A 2 is rare. A 3 is semi-common. 4 is really common, and 5 is just like they made a bajillion of them. But like I tell everybody, you got to remember they haven't made any of these cars since like 2002. Oh, those say there you go. Okay, so there you go, Paul. Thank you, buddy. I noticed that a couple people have purchased them. They're good cases to me. I mean, they're a better value than the Hot Wheels ones. Okay, so there it is. That Hardee's number 18 is a zero car. It's all chrome. And we're going to see a couple of zero cars in this case because I got another one. And then there's my Rusty with air dam. And then, like I said, there's a couple of the 25th anniversary cars. So one of those is going to be held out. Tough decision. They both look good. And I know it sounds anal, but I like to put them in numerical order. If, if they get there. Well, that worked out. The zero car ends up right in the middle. Oh, and looky there, Rusty gets to be in the corner. Russell. In case you guys didn't know that, that's Rusty Wallace's real name. His real name wasn't Rusty. His real name's Russell. Ooh, almost forgot. I got me a badass looking Skull Bandit. I'm going to leave this one out until I can figure out if I need it or not. If I need it for a set car, if not, then I'm going to sell it too. So far, we've eliminated 2 cars out of the case. I've eliminated a 25th anniversary mail-in TYCO and the Monroe Oldsmobile number 88. That's that looks like blue to me. Maybe black. I don't know. It's too dark. No, it's the Hardee's car itself. Here, I'll pull it off. In fact, I can show you in the book. like I said, this is more of an educational show tonight, so I apologize if it's not my normal exciting stuff. Okay, so like these are zero cars. These are ones that they didn't know if they were made or not, that they were actually produced enough to show pre-production runs of. So, and then find them. So we'll just do this case tonight, since obviously I'm running really behind. Nice, Mike. Yeah. No. I can certainly understand that too. Well, I'll be. I thought they had a picture of the Hardys in here somewhere. If someone knows what page that's on, let me know. Here, I'll give him his own show, because, like I said, it's a zero car. So, you know, this was one of those ones that they didn't even know if it was produced or not. I think there's a vendor on eBay right now trying to sell just the two of these bodies for $100. So it just really depends on how much of a collector you really are. So you know what? I think I'm going to make the executive decision to put the Days of Thunder next. So instead of starting with the Thunderbirds like I did here, well, maybe I don't know how many Thunderbirds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And that, yeah. I think we're going to do that. Oh, hey, I got two Hardys. Looks like one of these is going away too. Oh, okay. Well, so I'll be selling a Hardy's Thunderbird if anybody's interested this Saturday night. And then I got two Union 86s, so one of them is going to be going away. Oh wow, both of them are on the correct chassis, and both of them have lighted. All right, just like they should be. Hey, G Bud. Yeah, I was going to say I need all the supervision I can get, so thank you. This number 59. Got two of those, so one of those is going away. They both have bulbs. They're both on the correct chassis. And let's see here. Okay, so we're to an educational part of the show again, so I'll stop real quick. So you're asking yourself, why do you have two Ford Motorcraft? I don't know if you can tell, but this one's a lighter red than this one. And if you look in the book, there's two variations of this Motorcraft body, and one of them is painted. And this is the other one, and they call molded in red. And I think you guys can see the difference in the shades of red. So that's why I have two of them, in case anybody was wondering. What did Adam say, being a smarty? That you missed that, G-Bud. That's exactly what I do, except whenever I'm on the set stuff. And so once I got out of the set cars, and that's when I went 5, then 18, then 24, 25, 27, you know, blah, 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 blah. No problem, Don. Thank you for showing up, buddy. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your week, buddy. All right. So, Days of Thunder time. Yeah, no, there's no wrong way. I like the way some people like. I think it's you that puts them nose to nose, or is that Rich, or I don't know. But I like the way you guys had different variations of displaying the cars. I'm just glad that people share what they have, so that they do it. So what I'm trying to do here, so just to explain why you see double the Hardys, double that, double that. So one of them is a non-Lumina windshield. And the other one is a Lumina on the windshield. So I wanted both variations is what I'm getting at. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I saw that, Keith. So that's why you see two of these, and that's why you see those two by themselves with a space, because those are the two that I need to get to fulfill all of them to be one or the other, with the Lumina or the not. 18 is the lowest number. And looks like 46. And if someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all the ones with Lumina on the windshields are ones. But I could be wrong. I'm right? Okay, cool. Thank you, Jim, for confirming. Like I said, the old noodle's been a little scrambled here lately, so more than normal. I'll beat somebody to the punch. Okay, so the two that I'm missing to complete my little Days of Thunder collection that I won, I'm missing the non-Lumina mellow yellow, was it Cold Trickle? And then the Lumina version of the Rowdy Burns. So one of these days. So since I know those are coming one of these days, I'm going to go ahead and leave the spaces there for them. Oh, oops. I guess I forgot to right here. I forgot the super glows. So there we go. Oh, cool. That'll work out. One for there, one for there. So row set. Yay. That worked. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh no, is there 6? Let's look, Jim. Maybe my math is wrong. It could be. Maybe I'm missing more than what I think I am. Oh, the blue number 3. Oh, the Earnhardt. Yeah, that's never going to happen in my world. If that's the one you're talking about. That one, yeah, that one right there. Yeah, so I'll never own that one, because that one goes for such big money. Yeah, so I'll reframe. I'll have all of the ones that within my reasonable budget. Yeah, that's a. I've seen that car sell for over $500 that look brand new. I've seen junky looking ones sell for over 200. What does they say? What is that number 17? Is it a 1 2? A 1 2. A 1 is an also. Yep, it is. Mail in race promotion lumen on windshield. There it is. There it is. Crazy. Hey, Stephen and Jamie, thank you for stopping in tonight. You guys have a good evening. All right, so we got the Days of Thunder. So all we got left to do is try to organize the Thunderbirds and the bigger scale Thunderbirds. So the older Thunderbirds plus the better looking Thunderbirds, I guess you could say. Let's put these in here real quick and get them out of the way so I can pull those down and we can try to get them in some sort of an order. Okay, so here's one that I just purchased because I thought it looked good that someone had made. It was their kind of like a G-Bud would have done. Like I said, I'm a Mark Martins fan, so I thought they did a pretty decent job on it. I want to go out and hit the pace car, yeah. And so yeah, someone made that. It caught my eye, and I was like, okay, yeah, you hit everything else on the track exactly. And we're eating ice cream. You can't pit. That's one of the best lines. So we're going to put number 6 Marky Martin right there in the corner. Is the custom. Here's the non-custom version. We'll let him. And then here is where I get to show you guys the second zero car that's in this case. We're hitting the 7s. And then I got one that I can explain that's got some history behind it too. So yeah, there's all 3 of these number 7s. 7s are lucky on this one. Okay. So as you can see there, this white version right here, that's the one I showed earlier that I got right up there. They've got the one without tires, the one with tires. So I've got 2 of those carded, one with and without the tires. The black version there with the XI batteries, that is a scale auto twin pack exclusive only right there. And there is the second zero car. There's 2 zero cars in that case. There's the second one. Trying not to get the reflection. There we go, the light in it. I figured you'd like that, G-Bud. So there's the 3 variations of the number 7 Thunderbird, and obviously that one's the most expensive, then that one's the most rare, and then that one. So least rare, kind of rare, very rare. That's how those work. Oh yeah, Randy, I agree. Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's keep the white and black thing going. Oh hey, no, let's put the chromes. See, whenever you're doing this stuff, you always do it, and then you look at it and you go, "Oh, I should have moved this. I should have done that." I'm keeping my chrome zero cars in the same row. That'll work. All right, so I've got several versions of the number 8 here. And I know there's more than what I have. These are the ones I do have. So there we got the 2 versions of the TCR, the with and without. And I've got the one TYCO, and it does have a black only hood, kind of like that. It's got a red only hood that I don't have. And then there's a Goodyear TYCO Thunderbird that I believe is a set car, but I can't remember right now. Since that's the only black one, let's put him here. He's got a little bit of bright yellow, so he'll stand out a little bit. Put the white one with the white 8 there. There we go. Cool. All right, math 16. It looks like 28. So looks like my Davies. So I got a couple things I can point out on the Davies. I've got both of the black ones, but I don't know which one of the two this one is, but we'll soon find out. Okay, so once again, we got two variations of the 28. We have it with blank on the roof, and then one with the 28 on the roof. And then, yeah, this is the one that they spelt his name wrong. So it should be D-A-V-E-Y, not Davy. So. These are my last two Thunderbirds, 34s. All right, now I got to figure out how I want to. These Thunderbirds are big like those Buicks are, so they have to go in at an angle. Cool. A good question, Mike. I'm just now sorry, buddy. No, I don't think it's on a TCR chassis. I just think I've been collecting the bodies because I've got it on a brand new chassis. Yeah, so I'm guessing that number 8 goes with the number 34. Just a guess. Green chrome. That's nice. Wow, man, still 39 people watching. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got room for 2 more cars. On, I put a couple of set cars. That's what I'll do. I'll put some set cars in here from the modern era. I've got a couple of these sets actually, so that's why you see 2 of them. And then this is from the NASCAR Sights and Sounds. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, NASCAR Sounds and Sights or something. Yeah, Sounds and Sights and Sounds. The only Miller genuine draft I have, G-Bud, is the one with air dam. This is the only Miller stock car that I have. There we go. That don't look so bad. And then, like I said, I got 2 of them and the 2 sets. And so these 2 are still sealed in the baggies. So I like things to be symmetrical when I'm duplicating cars. So those 2 are going to go right there. And let's see here. These are the 2 that Jim Benito opened up that I'd have traded him if I'd have known he was going to do that. But I was fortunate enough to get the cars with the baggies. So. No number 2s. Nope, no number 2s. Not yet. Always room to grow. Those 2. These 2 are set cars from the NASCAR high-tech racing or something like that. This is one of the only 2 Dodge Intrepids, the Cheerios car. And then that's the alternate livery for the TYCO, or the Jeff Burton, sorry. Yeah, G-Bud, that's, yeah, and every time I see those number 2, they're either worn out real bad on the side or someone wanting an arm and a leg for them. So those 2 are set cars. Let's see. Okay, well, I got both my Dale Earnhardt Jr. We just literally saw that track set one of the last times I did a Monday night show, but we'll show them off again before I put them in the case. And obviously I can't put that one on there, but my Michael, I still have a Michael that's in the bag. So these 2 came in one set. I don't know if it's the Napa 500 or the Daytona 500 set or whatever. And then this Dale Jr. came in the other set. And Paul bought my version of that I was going to keep as a runner, I believe. Actually, 2 without rare. That's crazy because most of the time it's the one with the air dam. You know, if you're looking at the Luminas and the Days of Thunder stuff. Yeah. Sometimes those little plastic baggies get in the way. Sometimes they just do. Okay, I think I know what I'll do. I'll end those 2 with. Finish off this case since I'm down there with Junior. We'll throw in the 2 non-TYCO Dale Jr. stock cars. So I got both the cars of tomorrow from good old Junior. And if you're wanting a hint, besides the other cars that you saw me pull off, if you're interested in trying to buy one of those for your own collection, that Amp Dale Jr., tune in Saturday night because I will make your dreams come true if you want to buy one. Hey, no problem, Tommy. Thank you for showing up. No problem, man. I'm actually, I took a lot longer just doing this one case than I thought I would. But so anyway, there's going to be a couple of non-TYCOs in there, and that's going to be these two bad boys. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Since this one's the Ant Mountain Dew, then it's going to go in front of the National Guard version. So there it is. So this case would hold 72 if it was completely filled. I've explained why I'm leaving those two spots open. So there's 70 cars in this case. And show the cars that I pulled out of it. That I will let the members pick on whether or not they want to see them up for auction on Saturday night. So I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Those 5 cars came out of the case. And hey, look, G-Bud. Wow, almost 50 people. That's amazing. Hey, Monty. No, you're good. No, like I said, I appreciate anybody takes the time out of their busy day because I know my Monday wasn't exactly anything to write home and brag about. But so, yeah, we got 5 more cars that the members will be able. So I don't know that you'll see any of these because I'm looking at some of the cars that I've already pulled out from, like I said, because I had to I've been moving cars around, trying to group the same types of cars together. Like, you know, I got all my stock cars out that were in the case. Then I picked out all the ones that were out of the case. And that's where we're at there on that. And I've got that with some of my other cars over there. So if I'm thinking that there's probably going to be close to around 20 to 25 cars that the members are going to get to choose from as far as to sell. And so with these 5 in there, that'll, 20 to 25. But they're only going to be picking 10, but then we'll leave the others for other future auctions if they pick them. So here, I know what I was going to do is I'll shoot it down, and then that way you guys can see the modern cars. And I think I've got them kind of in order. Oh, that'd have been a lot better for you guys to see. My bad. Here, yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's the first few rows of case number 1. There we are to the bottom, more or less. So I can point out a couple of things here that maybe people haven't seen. Hey, Kenton. Thank you for showing up, buddy. Bragging on your show Saturday night. Hopefully get some more viewers over there for you. Okay, so if you've ever heard me talk, where are we at? Where can you see? Okay, so this is what they call a test shot body. So this is like a pre-production mold that they did to make sure that the proportions were right. So that's a Monte Carlo, obviously. But yeah, that's a test shot. So they would have sent that body to TYCO, and then they would have said, change the wing or change the nose or do something different with the net or whatever. And then they'd have gone back and done it. And then once TYCO signs off on it, then they start the production. So that's what that is. I guess I could show you guys all of the NAS trucks. Run it. Nice. You guys are a bad influence on me, Mike. Trying to get me to run cars that are rare. So I don't know if everybody's seen all the NAS trucks before, but there's the twin pack only. That's it, yeah. Twin pack only Hot Wheels truck. The JC Penney's. This is a set only. Oh, there it is. Set only truck. Exide battery you can buy. And then the Skinner is a twin pack only. And then you could buy the Sears Die Hard. So there you go. All 5 of the trucks. Don't run them, ship them. Believe it or not, back in the day, there was a vendor that was selling these things for $30. And I only bought one like an idiot. Now you can't touch these things for 60, 80 bucks. One, two, three, four. Yeah, 5, Jim. These are the 3 that are outside. I got outside the bag. Looks like I need to replace some tires on old Skinner. And so yeah, that one you could buy in a blister pack. That one was a twin pack only, and this is a twin pack only. And then this one you could buy carded because I have it on my door. And this one, the JC Penney, is a set only. I think they call it the racing trucks or something like that. Or like I said, my memory's not what it used to be. Oh yeah, Jack, that's it exactly, man. If I'd have known that, well, a lot of these cars, obviously, but yeah, it's amazing how much the prices have changed, without a doubt. Does anybody see anything down here on this lower case that they want me to get out of the package or show you guys? Because actually, I got those in numerical order. 3, 4. There's 2 different versions of the Kellogg's. There's 3 different versions of the Mark Martin number 6. There's 2 Valvoline, 1 Viagra. There's 2 versions of the Dale Jr., but I only have 1 because I sold 1. 1 version of the Ricky Rudd, 1 version of the Johnny Benson, 2 versions of the Jeremy Mayfield, 2 versions of the Michael Waltrip. I think there's 2 versions of a 16. I think maybe not, maybe so. I know there's a Thunderbird 16, but I'm not sure if there's another Taurus 16. Is there another Taurus 16? someone can help me out with that. There's only one Matt Kenseth. There's a couple of Labonis that are Luminas. That one's really rare. That's a set car that G-Bud and I are looking for. There's the other Dodge Intrepid, like I mentioned earlier about the Cheerios. This is the Cat, and it's a set car only. So I guess I could put that with the sets if I wanted to. There's the Pontiac version of the same Cat car. And if you remember, we had the 96 Monte Carlo. So to my knowledge, the Caterpillar car is the only one that came in a Dodge, a Chevy, and a Pontiac. So it came in 3 of the 4 versions of the car. Then we have Jeffy. Then we have, I think that's supposed to be Ken Schrader or Elliott Sadler, maybe. And then this is John Andretti. There's the Pontiac version. There's the Dodge Intrepid version that I mentioned. That's the part of the set, track set. The John Andretti 43. Kyle Petty 44. There's the alternate 44 that if you're looking for which one, if you only want 144, you want the rare one, you want that one right there. And it's the non-metallic. And here, I'll show them. And the only way you could get that car, this car, is if you bought the Cars and Crew. Yep, the Red Lobster, sorry. Yeah, the Red Lobster. Yeah, the Red Lobster. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at my, or the backwards. So yeah, the Red Lobster is the only one you can get with the Cars and Crew. And then this is your pretty common one that you'll see in a lot of places for sale. I mixed and matched the wheels. I've got, in fact, if you want to see the Cars and Crew, I'm sitting right here by it. Then we have 2 Bill Elliott. One of the Bill Elliott's, I think it's this one right here, the drive-through. This is the one that is a set-only car. So there's the 2 versions only of McDonald's, and the one with the black roof is the set-only. Red Lobster, yeah. And then I already showed off the Monte Carlo number 96 that came with the Ernie Irvan Kodak car. Right behind it is the other Jeff Burton. So I'll show both of those real quick. So there's the only 2 versions of the 99. Both of them look pretty badass in my opinion. You got 2 of the 96? Yeah. I think I've got 3 of them. 2 for my sets and then 1 extra, like I said, just so I could put all the NASCARs in order. Last but not least, let's show off the anniversary cars, the 30, 40, 50. So I showed off here I'll show all 4 of them off because there's actually 4. And they're all chrome. $25, $30, $40, Yeah, Patrick, I'll try to find you one, buddy. Those are pretty popular because the lightning bolts and stuff on it. That's a pretty cool livery. So there you go. 25th anniversary car, 30th anniversary car, 40th anniversary car, and the 50th anniversary car. And then they have the anniversary F1. Well, not an anniversary, but the mail-in F1. Thank you for stopping in, G-Bud. Have a good night, buddy. And so let's see, where's it camera cut off there? So there's 6, 12, 13 below there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 7 rows of 6. That's 42 plus what do we say, 70 up there. So what's my math coming to? We ended up with 70 cars. Here, I'll turn around even though I can't see what you guys are seeing. There we go. 70 cars are in this case, and ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 48 cars in the one below it. So 48 and 70, what, 118? Is that what my math says? Your TYCO collection would have been finished about an hour and a half ago. That's awesome. Here, let me dig out my fingers and toes and quit doing that and fill out the calculator. 70 plus 48. Yep, 118. So 118 cars right there of the TYCOs after I thinned out. Yeah, I was going to say, like I mentioned, a lot of people probably have a lot more of just, these are just the loose stock cars that I have that are TYCO besides the 2 Lifelike that I put in there, the Dale Juniors. So I guess there's 116 TYCOs and 2 Auto World. And so I was wrong. I actually I've got room for 24 of the F1 cars that are overflow from the TYCO side. So I actually think I'll actually have some room left over. So that leaves me some room to find some of those number 2 Miller cars like G-Bud was talking about. There's some older stock cars that you might stumble upon, but I don't want to fill a case and then with other cars that are mixed. So basically, these are just going to be stock cars and Indy cars, and as the stock cars fill up, the Indy cars will go out. Sounds like a new 302 motor. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody wants to buy my collection, it's for sale. The whole shebang. I'll make a one price, gets it out the door. But anyway, so like I said, before I get off here, I only plan on normally going an hour, and I'm almost working on an hour and a half. I appreciate anybody that stopped in, and I'm sorry if I bored you to death while you were sitting there watching. This is something I was needing to do once I got them out here. I don't know that I'm completely happy about the feng shui of the way the cars are in there now, so that they're still subject to change. But for right now, it's in a good spot. You know, we start with the older and set cars, work our way down to some of the older bodied stock cars. Then we went down to the Days of Thunder. Then we went into my Thunderbird collection, and then started with the newer modern NASCAR set cars, and then worked our way into the new modern NASCARs. And I do have every modern NASCAR that they produced, other than any zero cars. So there's yeah, every single one of them on this down here is a representation of every single one of the page, couple of the pages in the book. Oh yeah, I like that right thing, Ben. Oh, cool. Thank you, guys. No, like I said, here, let me. So as you can see there, I got the door. So this is all stock cars, trucks, except for there's the one Indy car, and then stock cars up until that, and more stock cars, and then down at the bottom. $10K for my entire collection. That is funny, Rich. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but to those of us that know what these cars, even if you just sold them for half of what they sell for on eBay, there's a good chunk of money here. Good chunk of money. I didn't even realize it either. And like I said, I'm not bragging. This is just to show off what I have collected. I've been doing this for 9 years, collecting cars. I didn't just buy this overnight. And this is a lot of hard work of me buying cars, selling cars, and using the profit from those cars to buy new cars and doing all that. And then gifts and stuff like that. So I feel very appreciative of every single one of these that I see. And there's times that I get mad if I didn't win a car, or I couldn't buy a car or whatever. And then I sit down and I have to smack myself back into reality and remember that I have a room full of cars that people would just love to have. So get off your pity boat and start, man up. So yeah, it's crazy. No problem, Jack. Thank you for showing up, man. Yeah, Monty, that's basically what I've been told is it's like a slot car museum, and it's really going to look like one once I get the shelves up in the living room so I can put the track sets, some of the track sets up for display. Because I'm thinking I'll maybe be able to put around 30 track sets up in the living room. Hey, Mayor. Yeah, see, Mike. Yeah, it just adds up, and that's what brought me to these cases right here. In fact, I got to dig out the hair dryer that I don't need anymore to heat these up, so I can pull them off now that I've got it filled up. So I'll show up to the mayor again since he's just now showing up here. But this is what we were doing tonight, Mayor. Is I was reorganizing the every loose TYCO stock car that I currently own, and we came up with 118 cars is what I have in the case. 116 of them are TYCO, and 2 of them are Lifelike. Oh, no problem. Yeah, Rich, everybody be sure to check out Rich's TYCO Tuesday tomorrow. Have a good night, buddy. And here's some of the cars that got thinned out of the case that will be up for auction if the members choose them on Saturday night. Tons of Lifelikes. Yeah. What I like about the Lifelikes is their liveries and stuff. And believe it or not, they're good running chassis. It's just that their traction magnets are so small that they're more motor, what I call more motor than a traction magnet. And even when you put the hopped up magnets in them, they still can't hold them on the track. So that's my big complaint with them. So that's why I use those bodies underneath, like Rooster Racing Super 7s or his Area 51s for that. Well, guys, it's about 8:30. I hope, like I said, anybody that tuned in wasn't bored out of their skull. If you're wanting to see each individual car, I pulled them all out more or less and stuck them on the piece of track and got them up here close to the camera. I showed off a couple of zero cars. I'll show them again. That's a zero car, the Hardee's, and the number 7 Xerox Alan Kawicki Thunderbird. So those are the only 2 zero cars in the case. And then there's, I think I got like 5 of the Luminas with the Lumina on the windshield. And those are 1s as far as collector rating goes. So those are probably the 2 types of cars that are the most expensive collector wise. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Well, guys, I like I just mentioned, if you're still looking for to get your slot car fixed tonight, Todd with Toju Racing posted the Monday Ramble. So go by and check that out after we're done here. And then Tuesday, we have TYCO Tuesday with Rich's Slot Car Room. And then one of my favorite nights to watch some slot car racing, that's at Bob at the Electric Avenue doing the HO Virtual Racing League. Like I said, I may not always be commenting, but I am watching on my TV, and it's awesome to see. I think they had 9 racers last week. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. That's awesome. Someday, hopefully, we can have, multiple 20, 30 people, and you're going crazy trying to organize it all. That's the goal. If we ever get it that big, then we know we've hit the big time. And that's what we're trying to do is get more people involved in your channel, because not everybody has somebody close to them that they can race with. And this is the next best thing. And if I had the room, trust me, buddy, I'd be right there with you guys. So check out Bobby in the Electric Avenue and all the gang there. Support your favorite driver. If you're wanting to watch a young girl, Avery, kick a bunch of old men's butt, that's the place to go do it. Wednesday night, we have my buddy Adam, the original Adam Hurt, Adam Slot Cars and More. You're not going to beat any of the prices that man gives you on slot cars and sometimes on slot car tracks. So you definitely want to tune in, because it's first come, first serve on Wednesday nights. And he sells out pretty quick on a lot of the popular stuff. And like I said, you're not going to beat his prices anywhere, even if you find it on sale somewhere. And then that brings us to Thursday night with ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com earlier in the evening. And then later in the evening, we have my buddy Kitten with Slot Cars and HO Trains with Pimp My Layout. Another awesome show that I've actually participated in. Several people on the channel have participated in. It's an awesome way to show off what you got. If you've got a cool collection, if you've got an awesome diorama set, a model car, certain Hot Wheels, trains, if you're good looking and wear a bikini, Kenton's open to all of that. So stop by and show that out and show your support for Kenton on Slot Cars and HO Trains. That brings us to Friday, and then we've got Rich again with Rich's Slot Car Room, then TYCO Friday, and then we have cold snacks and conversation or something like that. But Rich's show is always a good time on Friday night. You never know what we're going to talk about, but he does have a couple of pit kits, so I do know that he's going to be building at least one car this Friday night. And then Saturday night, we have Scott's House of HO Racing Slot Car Saturday Night Live. And it is the 6th and final week that I'm going to do torture everybody with the 10-car auction to help out for the Mustang. And I've got some exciting news about the amount of money that we've all raised with everybody's generosity. We've got some awesome stuff coming in that people have donated to be auctioned. If you missed that, check it out on Saturday night's show. You'll see an awesome U.S. trucking clock that Rob Rodriguez donated. I've got a donation coming from Mr. Patrick Clark. I've got one coming from Mr. Ed Bedessa. If you've got something that you want to donate to be auctioned off, I certainly appreciate it. Just get it to me, and you let me know what you think a good minimum price is to start it on, and we'll auction that bad boy off on Saturday. In between now and then, you've got B&S Slot Cars. Mark's Slot Car Garage was live this weekend. He's my ninja guy. He just pops up whenever. Randy's been doing videos. Danny's been doing videos. Mr. Benito's been doing videos. Support the people that are supporting the hobby, guys. Like I said, it's a lot of work to set all of this stuff up, to do a video, even just do a live. You can't believe the amount of cords and stuff I've got set up right here just to try to bring a decent show to everybody. So if somebody's going to put in the effort, the least we can do is go by and give them a thumbs up. So support everybody that's supporting the hobby, support all the channels. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you tomorrow night at the Electric Avenue, and be sure and comment and like on Rich's TYCO Tuesday, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Light some sparks and melt some plastic, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.